Hey, what's up, gang? Tapping in with you guys again. Today, just wanted to talk about, I guess, just hustling and grind, life being fair, and then the great equalizer, because it brings everything else into play. So when I was entering the workforce, I guess, my first two jobs were washing dishes. Full time. I used to walk to these jobs. I would walk a couple miles to these jobs so that I could wash dishes for 8 hours, man. I was excited to do it too. I made quite a bit over minimum wage. It allowed me to venture out on my own and get out of an environment that I didn't feel was accommodating for me. And then again, to start my journey on my path for myself, so that I didn't have a quote unquote failure to launch, where I wasn't stuck at home living under the guidance of somebody when I felt like I could do better. I struck out on my own and I put in the effort needed to live a life where I could sustain myself. Again, two jobs, dishwashing, 8 hours a day, if not more sometimes. Definitely more sometimes, especially one of the places that I worked at. It was like a Equalizer and Applebee's, but it was in Missouri. So like, again, two jobs, washing dishes. I walked to work, man. I don't know how else to explain that, but like that's kind of what you would have to do if you really want to set out and strike it on your own. Like there's so many rags to riches stories. That's not even a rags to riches, but at least I got to get out on my own. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it would take, and I put in the effort to go achieve what I wanted to do for myself. I didn't have to have anybody reminding me to go to work. I didn't have anybody to encourage me to, hey, you might want to do some things for yourself. I did that. I made those choices. I wanted to have the responsibility to guide my own life. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have the opportunity to change my own stars. I wanted to be self-reliant. I took that opportunity in stride and I made a way for myself. I made a lot of money doing that. I guess I did it for almost 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of that 4 years, I decided that I had kind of reached a plateau in that space. You know, that wasn't something that I wanted to do the rest of my life. It didn't really have a whole lot of transferable skills for me. I was just kind of stuck in one path. So I decided after that 4 years, I would never wash dishes again. You know what I'm saying? I would learn whatever else I could to ensure that I would never have to go back to washing dishes again. But despite that, I still put in that 4 years of effort, and I was able to, again, sustain my own place. I ended up saving enough money to move to another state to start a different journey for myself. You know what I'm saying? I had money, I had decent credit at the time. Plus I learned a lot about budgeting, maintaining bills, what it would take to actually sustain yourself. And then again, putting in the effort to maintain it. I was a model employee, man. And then the people around me, they would be like, you walk to work, homie? I'd be like, yep. And then they just start offering rides. And that goes back to what I was saying in a previous video. If people see you doing for yourself, man, the people that are on top, they want to have winners around them. If they see you trying to win, but you're struggling a little bit, they're going to help you. They're going to help push you along to make sure that you stay a winner. You know what I'm saying? Because they want that kind of drive and energy and motivation around them. They don't want people that are dragging them down. So again, if you're willing to put in a little bit of effort for yourself, it's going to go a long way. And again, there's people out there that want to help you, that want to see you succeed, that want you to walk alongside them. They might want to see you ahead of them because they might see that you got that little something extra and push you off, to keep flying. There's people that want you to fail to launch as well. There's people that are going to bet against you. Those people might be in your camp and they might not make themselves readily known. So you have to be aware of the difference. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, you can put in the hustle and effort. You could be born rich and well off and pampered and a brat, and then like you don't have a real strive to do anything by yourself. You had a failure to launch because everything was given to you and provided for you. You have no real motivation to seek things on your own. And that's where the great equalizer comes into play. If you have discipline and a drive to succeed, that's the great equalizer. That's what makes everything fair. People think that they want these situations and quote unquote problems, but they won't do what it takes to resolve the problems in the situations that they have. How would you be able to take on bigger problems if you can't handle the smaller ones? Even though they seem like bigger problems to you, you just think the answer is more money. But with the size of your income grows the size of your problem. It's the same thing, it's just on a different level. It's not the answer. The answer is you. The answer is how you address your issues and your problems. You can make any problem seem small if you have the mentality that I'm about to crush this no matter what. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket, whether you're facing a $100 problem or a $100,000 problem. If you got the mindset, look, bring it. You know, I'm about to dig in and figure this out. You'll be able to resolve all those problems in the blink of an eye. You'll be able to take care of whatever comes your way because you have the mindset that you want to do it. You're going to dig in and nothing will stop you. Whether, again, you have $100 or $100,000. What do they had that show, 90-Day Millionaire or something, where they had 90 days to start $1 million business, whatever. If you got that drive and mindset, the only thing that's going to stop you is you. And again, there's people that want to see you win. So is life fair? Absolutely. Dude, you made it through the birthing process to be able to watch this video. You're lucky. You won the lottery, kid. What are you doing with your earnings? I'm out here maintaining. You see me pumping around and kicking around. You make sure that I'm checking in for me, making sure that I'm dialed in with the direction that I want to head, putting in the maintenance, 1% gains every day, stepping stones, so that I work my way up to my mountains and new plateaus and survey new areas and lands to go and conquer and expand my mindset and availability for conquest. It's that easy. It's that simple. Just this journey by itself. I might be 6 months into my channel. You know, I'm growing with the content that I'm producing, the quality of it, the concepts. You know, developing communication skills. I'm doing all the things that I set out to do and why I started this. You know. So like, and it's already paying benefits and dividends. It's not even about a financial thing. It's about goals that I want to accomplish for myself. And again, there's been people that have, you know, tuned in, that have been able to grab something from whatever I've been putting out that was useful for them. That's yet another reason, another win-win of why it's beneficial for me to do that. So again, pull whatever you want to, but don't woe is me. Big up yourself. Get on the path to walk, homie. I would ride a bus. I had to get up 2 hours early to ride a bus to a job it was a 10-minute drive away from me, but because of where the bus route went, I couldn't get there directly. I had to go a roundabout way. But I did it. I had that job. I loved it. It was fantastic. It was a sales job. It was worth every bit of it. My bus pass was cheap as hell too. It was so funny when I was dating during those situations too. Like, people would look at me and be like, you know, I guess the gals that I'm trying to interact with, they would interject themselves into my life and be like, well, he's gonna ask me for a ride everywhere. And in my mind, it's like, well, I have my own place and I get around without you right now. Like, I don't understand how you would have that in your mind, but like, whatever, you saved me some trouble because like that sounds like a headache. Like your mindset on approaching me is already wrong, you know? But it's cool. Like, I had my own place. I took care of all my stuff. again, it's a 10-minute drive. Guess what? Kept that grind alive. I saved so much money by not, having a car payment and insurance payment and blah, 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 all the maintenance. I ended up buying my car cash. So then I ended up having my own place, and then I had my own car with no payments. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of sweat equity. It took some time, but boom. So again, let people think what they will, man. They're not gonna understand your path and your journey, but if you're down to put in the effort and you keep working hard at it, dude, you got no idea what's in store for you. Just keep the grind alive. Keep moving in the direction that you want to go for yourself. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let friends, family, parents, brother, sister, cousin, niece, and nephew, people that you don't know giving you, shout out to a fart punch who left their comment, people that you don't know giving you smoke, bring it. Because they don't understand your journey. And that's fine. Pay no mind, just let them see you shine. And on that note, remember, life isn't fair, except it is. Rags to riches stories are all over the place. All you got to do is be willing to put in the effort. And again, you might not even want the problems that you're thinking about the next problem the next person has, because all you're thinking about the solutions that would offer you in your current situation. You're not thinking about everything that will come associated with it. You still have to be able to cater and maintain to whatever situation you're being presented with. Again, whether it's $100, $100,000, $100 million, doesn't matter. Have the mindset that you can conquer that. And on that note, Wagey's out.